What's up? It is midnight. Actually, Saturday just started and I'm in Berlin. Let's get to the hotel in Mitte, and what we'll actually do is one night in Berlin, tomorrow to Poland, fly back from Wrocław on Sunday. Short but fun trip. At least it should be. Well, definitely managed to pop on a date, hook up tonight, because when I'm in Berlin, you know. I love the S-Bahn noise. Just arrived here in Berlin, Friedrichstrasse, and it's time for a nice dinner. Guten Tag aus Berlin. It is afternoon already, and at some point after my walk through the city, I'm just, when I do a little re-exploring again, even though I've been several times, I just love to be here. After I'll need to go to Cottbus, eventually cross into Poland, where I'm planning to spend the night. We'll see how we figure that out. Let's explore Berlin ein bisschen mehr. Walking along the gorgeous street Unter den Linden, and it's 1 kilometer more to the Brandenburger Tor, after which I should probably be getting a currywurst. And having a little snack currywurst here at Brandenburger Tor. What else can I wish for? Walking along the Spree, this absolutely gorgeous weather. In about half an hour I'll be taking the train to Cottbus from the Hauptbahnhof right there. So that will be goodbye to Berlin until the next time. I've been last time in Berlin in 2019. I came here 2 times. It was basically before the COVID. And it was a different time then. I don't know why, but there was some innocence about 2019 and the years before. And I actually got into Berghain, the large techno club. And it felt like looking back as a final goodbye to the old times of youth and innocence. Because back then I was still like 20 something, now I'm 32. And Berghain is arguably the most famous nightclub in the whole world. Big techno club, and it was absolutely unforgettable the whole night. It's hard to get in, but I did. And full of gays, full of degeneracy, but in a good way, like it was unforgettable. And that's the last memories I have from 5 years ago. Now I'm back here, and life seems a bit more sterile. I don't know if you notice the same, but the sun feels different. It feels fluorescent, as if the warmth of the sun has left us since 2020. I don't know why, but something seems more sterile, and I cannot put my finger on it how the world has changed, but it has. I will expand a little bit of how I got into Berghain. So it was a Sunday afternoon on 2019. It was about September, and there was no line outside because, well, it was Sunday afternoon. Many people were inside still partying. I just walked up to the guys at the entrance, and I thought, well, I can either be like very nervous and pretend I'm someone I'm not. So what I did is I just started speaking German, and I said to the guy at the door, I said, "Hallo, ich bin Leon, ich komme aus Bulgarien." And the guy said, "Hey, yeah, what's up?" Um, and I said, "Yeah, es geht mir gut, ich bin hier für..." And then I mentioned the artist playing in the garden. So this and this guy am Garten. And then he said, "Well, okay. Jetzt geht los." So he let me in. Now, why I said I'm from Bulgaria is because they might have something against the Netherlands, right? A lot of Dutch people coming back and forth might just be rejected for being Dutch for some reason. Neighboring country, you know? Bulgaria probably knows nothing about, so I just looked like a random guy. The clothes I was wearing was pretty much grey shirt or beige shirt, long sleeves, no watches, no jewels, no nothing. Hair normal, didn't even do anything about it. Black pants, black shoes. And I was let in. So your phone gets sort of sticker over the camera, right? And you have it in your bag. And then you have just the best clubbing experience that I've ever had, at least. So you're free to be whoever and whatever you want inside. Obviously, nobody will judge you. Like nobody's on their phone, which is different experience to nowadays in many clubs. People just dance as if their life depended on it. Many people are obviously on drugs, but I never tried it, never took it, never will have any interest. So I just had a beer literally, and I get some earplugs from the bar because that's something that you do really need if you care about your hearing. Bring some earplugs despite you get a sort of trance because of how good the techno is. At least that's what I think. You better protect your hearing because it's quite a serious clubbing experience. Then you have the garden, as I said, which is a huge complex outside, which you cannot see from outside of the club. It's a bit of an industrial garden, let's say. People come out there to hang out and chill. And the thing with Berghain is that you can talk to anyone, like open-minded people, you know. The people dress in a certain sense, like many come with sports bags and dress up inside, and then they wear these black techno outfits. I find it very, very interesting. What else? At some point, what else is there? You have the main hall, obviously, which is upstairs in huge industrial halls, these real high pillars, these columns that you can just look up against, fascinating lighting. The sound system is the best of the world. And then you have the panorama bar, which is another staircase going up, and there they play different music again. So you have 3 different techno styles, 3 different places you can hang out, and then in between there's corners and that sort of stuff. Then there's a dark room where just all of the stuff happens, but pretty much only men go there because it is traditionally a gay club. Although I did see a woman walk around baffled and a bit lost walking around, but in Berlin everything happens, you know. And pretty much the women, otherwise they just stay on the main dance floor, and then the guys just go around everywhere. Obviously you have a lot of straight guys as well, they don't really go into the corners either. But that was my experience, I'll never forget it. At some point I went out just to eat some Vietnamese food, right? So you get a sort of wristband. I just walked out and then came back in again, so you could just walk past the whole line and come back in. I spent another 2-3 hours. Then I had pretty much seen it, and it's probably the last time I would ever go there. Like I've seen it, I've been there, I've done it. I would like to go to Kit Kat Club still to see that as well. But Berghain was fascinating, and trust the good reviews. I would never stand in line for 2 hours, right, to go in and then get rejected. But if the stars align, it's Sunday afternoon, there's no line, you just try your luck. If you're rejected, you go eat something, drink a beer. If not, you may have the most fascinating time of your life. And it's really, as I said, be yourself and they will decide if you fit in there or not. Apparently I did at that point because I was not tense. They sort of judge if you look open-minded, if you look cool in their respect, whatever that may mean, right? I guess it's a very warped type of cool that doesn't go for many other places, and I wouldn't call myself cool at all. But it is sort of my environment where I blend in very well, and I'm just not like, oh, what's happening here? Because I've seen it all, you know. There's nothing that I'm not going to the zoo to watch around, right? I just am sort of part of that environment, despite I do not fit in. I do not do any drugs whatsoever, never have, never will. A beer and I have the time of my life. Anyway, that was my clubbing experience. Trust good reviews and give it a try. Take care.